Really entertaining first quarter.
Sangbachan drives in, puts it up, and good. So Sangbachan, the athlete, answers his 6th point of the night. It's a 15-12 lead. And Proctor nails a 3 from midcourt. Khalil Proctor brings this crowd to life and ties the game 15-15 at the end of the first quarter. The best shot we've seen all season. Just a minute.
They're now playing a box and one on Parent John.
And a little floater inside, and Proctor takes care of that. His
man-to-man defense.
And they're playing man-to-man, but the two big guys aren't switching. Proctor drives down the middle, throws it up high off the backboard, brought rain down, and went in. So Proctor gives Newark Charter a 28-26 lead.
The guy you have to look for to get going as Nuwanaku checks back in now is Proctor. Proctor is their most proficient three-point shooter at about 40% on the season.
Nuwanaku in for Stevens. They have trouble getting it in, almost stolen by Sangbachan. Proctor comes away with it, and he's got it to get it over to John. He's going to fire again. This time it's nothing but the bottom of the net for Newark Charter. Caravel's going to have the ball. They inbounds it to Keister. Keister driving toward us, jump shot from about 8 feet, an air ball, so not a good shooting night for Keister, but he gets the ball off the ground while laying flat, throws it to the middle, but it's picked up by Proctor. He heads to the other side. Callahan has it in the corner, gets it back to John. Proctor has it at the top of the key, makes a move, and goes from the foul line. Jumper is good. So Khalil Proctor, his 9th point of the night, and Newark Charter with a 33-30 lead.
John, that is a lost start. Right then we saw Proctor give up a three-pointer to dribble up a couple steps, make it a little easier on himself, and hit the two-pointer. So a nice job by Proctor again, finding any way to score.
And Sandwich on the right side puts up a floater from about 10 feet on the baseline, no good. Proctor comes down with ace, but he's not going to get it. Newark Charter has it. They dish it back to Proctor in the back court. Sangbachan's covering him. Proctor goes behind his legs, goes over to the right, gets it to Lesher, double team. Nice job by Lesher getting rid of it. They work it all the way over the ball and the lead, almost stripped from behind by Sangbachan. 45 seconds to play. Proctor drives into the big trees and scores on the right side with his left hand.
Proctor, great job. He went face-to-face with Williams. Williams' arms went up. Proctor went right underneath of his left arm for the layup.
The 4th point on the night for Jeb Williams, who comes in averaging 5.9. It's 46-39, 26 seconds left to play. Proctor drives right down the middle, dishes off to Nuwanaku for the layup.
Proctor has done a fantastic job finding a seam in the 2-3 zone of Caravel at the last second. Dumped it off to Nuwanaku for the easy layup. So just perfectly proficient run offense here by Proctor and Newark Charter.
You can hear that where they did, but either way, nice job by the officiating crew here. And we got a traveling call on Keister. Proctor playing tough defense, and Keister looking around, but I thought it was a good call.
That's it. Proctor was doing a great job on Sempachan as well. And when Sepachan tried to come through, he was held up a little bit, which caused Keister to take a sort of a hesitation step.
Proctor goes right zone rebound. He was the smallest guy by a foot.
Yes, he was.
Underneath. Sangbachan gets it. Keister fires from 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Lesher comes down with it. His team up by 1. He gets it up to Proctor. Proctor drives in and scores.
Proctor, great job in transition. They didn't let Caravel get set up. Keister was the only one back. Just not enough to stop Proctor from completing that tonight. He's now going to be in there the majority of the way with John out of the game. So a great job coming up there strong against Sempachan.
Pressure by Caravel Academy. Proctor takes care of that, drives the entire length of the floor, right down the middle, and Newark Charter back on top, 54-52, under 3 minutes to play. And Mark Tobin is going to call timeout. And I think the first thing he's going to ask his team, you can see him motioning, how can somebody go the entire length of the floor?
It's the second time in about 5 or 6 possessions where Proctor has taken the ball coast to coast and simply not found any resistance in the Caravel defense and able to go up and score. Now, it's one thing if he's against Sempachan and he's trying to avoid getting a 4th foul, but he's been going up against some of the big guys who have simply kind of backed off a bit and allowed Proctor to get to the rim, and he's taken full advantage.
For the upset here over the number 5 Buccaneers, 1:15 to play. Keister continues to shoot. Got a 2-point lead. 56 seconds left to play. Proctor has it. Nasuti reaches, and there's going to be a foul. I don't think that's going to be on Nasuti, but either way, Proctor is going to head to the free throw line.
And I like the way that Proctor was determined that he was going to be the one to go to the free throw line. He didn't give that up, kind of weaved his way in and out of traffic into the Caravel lane, forcing the foul. It got to the point where I think Caravel was thinking he may actually go up for a layup here at some point, so they had to foul him as there was no one between him and the basket.
Foul was on Owens, his third. Proctor will head to the line and shoot the 1-1. Guarded by Nasuti. Cooper comes over to get it. They get it over to Proctor. Proctor, the junior, trying to get in as well. And that's Williams playing in the back. A 2-3 pressure zone here, trying to force Proctor to turn it over. He drives right down the middle, dishes it out.
To keep his head in the game, and that's exactly why. A great job of running the floor, getting behind the Newark Charter defense, and setting himself up.
Team to play. Newark Charter with the ball. Tim Cooper has checked back in for Stevens as they've been shuttling in and out. Proctor has it, almost loses it, keeps his dribble alive, gets it over to Callahan in the corner. Cooper over to Lesher, into the corner to Proctor. Proctor drives right by Nasuti, puts it up, reverse layup, left hand, no good.